The movie opens in London, where MI6 agent Hattie and her team break into Eton, a techno-terrorist organization, to retrieve a programmable supervirus nicknamed Snowflake. They kill Eton's guards and reach the virus. At the same time, Brixton Lore arrives there. Brixton is an ex-MI6 agent and Eton operative who has cybernetic implants allowing him to perform superhuman feats. Brixton kills all the MI6 agents except Hattie. Hattie has no choice, so she injects the virus into herself and manages to escape from Brixton. Eton controls the global news media, so Brixton tells his goons to broadcast on the news that Hattie has killed CIA agents and stolen Snowflake. In the next scene, we see Hobbes, who is in the restaurant with his daughter Sam. Hobbes is an ex-DSS agent. In the restaurant, Hobbes' old friend Victor, who is a CIA agent, comes to meet him. Victor tells Hobbes that a supervirus has been stolen, nicknamed Snowflake. This virus has been stolen by MI6 agent Hattie. It is a very dangerous virus that can melt human organs and kill them. If this virus is not found, the entire humanity could be in danger. He also shows Hobbes a picture of the two-time Nobel Prize-winning scientist named Andrejko, who created that snowflake. Hobbes agrees to find Snowflake. Victor tells Hobbes that the CIA has also arranged a mercenary in London who will work with you in finding Snowflake because you won't be able to do this work alone. In the next scene, we see Deckard Shaw. Shaw is a mercenary formerly with the British Special Forces and MI6, and he is also Hattie's big brother. Shaw goes to the jail to meet his criminal mother, Magdalene. Magdalene tells him, "You should talk to your sister. She loves you very much." She also shares her wish to see both of them together when she is released from jail. CIA agent Loeb meets Shaw and shows him a picture of Hattie. He tells him that your sister has stolen a very dangerous virus named Snowflake. If she is caught, she will go to jail for a very long time. Loeb says to Shaw that if you help me catch her, I promise you that she will not go to jail. Shaw immediately agrees to save his sister. Hobbes and Shaw both reach the CIA headquarters. A long time ago, they both used to work together, but now they are sworn enemies. Shaw does not work with Hobbes and leaves from there. Hobbes finds Hattie. There is a fierce fight between them, but Hobbes overpowers her and arrests her. Hobbes brings Hattie to CIA Black Site London and interrogates her. Meanwhile, Hobbes receives a call from his daughter, so he asks one of the CIA agents to keep an eye on Hattie. Hattie manages to break free from the handcuffs and beats the CIA agent badly. Then she fights with Hobbes. Meanwhile, Shaw also arrives. Shaw tells Hobbes, "This is my sister." Meanwhile, Brixton reaches there with his goons and kidnaps Hattie. Hobbes grabs a rope and jumps from the building, and Shaw comes down from the elevator. Hobbes gets into a fight with Brixton and ends up getting beaten badly. Shaw is shocked to see Brixton alive because a few years ago, he had worked with him and had shot him 3 times in the head, resulting in his death. They all manage to escape from Brixton and his goons. Brixton uses global media to spread the news that Shaw, Hattie, and Hobbes are criminals and that they are the ones who committed all the recent attacks on the CIA. Brixton talks to the director of Eton. The director says to him that he needs Snowflake at any cost because he wants to create a new world by killing weak people. The director tells Brixton not to kill Hobbes and Shaw. He says they are very clever and brave, and he needs them. He asks Brixton to convince them to work for him. Hobbes and Shaw find Andrejko and catch him. Shaw says to Andrejko, "How can the virus be removed from Hattie's body?" Andrejko tells them that this virus cannot be programmed with any DNA, and in 42 hours, the infection will take hold in her body and the virus will spread in the air, and within a week, the whole world will be affected by the virus. Hobbes says to Andrejko, "Why did you create such a dangerous virus?" He tells him, "They told me they wanted to help the world through science, and I created Snowflake as a medicine that would greatly benefit the world. But they reprogrammed Snowflake and turned it into a virus that would destroy the world." Andrejko tells them that there is only one way to remove the virus from Hattie's body, and that is a machine that is in the Eton laboratory, which is in a desert in Russia. Shaw brings Hobbes and Hattie to his hideout, where he has his very expensive cars, computers, and weapons. He tells Hobbes that we are going to Russia. "In Moscow, I have a very special friend named Margarita, who is going to the Russian criminals, and from those Russian criminals, we will find out where the Eton laboratory is." Shaw makes fake passports for himself, Hattie, and Hobbes, then they leave for Russia. Brixton catches Andrejko and takes him to Eton laboratory. In the flight, Hobbes and Shaw meet an air marshal whose name is Dinkley. He tells them that if you ever need me, remember me. After reaching Moscow, Shaw meets his friend Margarita. They find out where the Eton laboratory is. They make a plan together to hand over Hattie to Brixton because he will definitely extract the virus from her. When he extracts the virus from her, they will attack him and snatch the virus. Margarita gives Shaw and Hobbes weapons and also gives them bombs to break into the Eton laboratory. Margarita hands over Hattie to Brixton. Brixton says to her that there was someone else with her. She says to him that there was no one with her. Then he takes Hattie and leaves from there. Brixton brings Hattie to the Eton laboratory. Shaw and Hobbes reach the Eton laboratory, kill Brixton's goons, and break into the Eton laboratory, but they are caught by Brixton. Brixton severely tortures Hobbes and Shaw, giving them electric shocks. He demands that they both work for Eton, but they refuse. Hattie is brought inside the lab. Andreyko starts to remove the virus from her using the machine. Meanwhile, Hattie attacks Brixton's goons, and after beating them, she frees her hands from the handcuffs. Then, Hattie and Andreyko attack Brixton. Hobbes and Shaw also free themselves from the chains and fight with Brixton's goons, killing many of Brixton's goons. Then, they quickly get into the car and try to escape. Brixton also chases after them, but the building falls on him, preventing him from catching them. The virus removal machine breaks down, and they see no other option. Just then, Hobbes says, "I know where we need to go." With Dinkley's help, they reach Samoa Island from Russia, where Hobbes' family lives. When Hobbes knocks on his house door, his brother Jonah comes out and punches him. He says to him, "You abandoned us, and now after so many years, you have come back, bringing trouble with you." Hobbes explains to his mother and brothers that Eton has falsely accused them and that this virus is very dangerous. He says that if it gets into their hands, the whole world will be in danger. Hobbes tells Jonah that you need to fix the machine as soon as possible, and they must extract the virus from Hattie's body quickly because Brixton and his goons are about to arrive at any moment. Hobbes, along with his brothers, lays traps all around the island. Jonah fixes the machine, and the process of extracting the virus from Hattie begins. Just then, Brixton also arrives with his goons. Hattie hacks and disables all their weapons. They all fight Brixton and his goons and overpower them. Just then, Brixton sees Hattie, and he grabs Hattie, makes her sit in the helicopter, and starts to leave from there. Hobbes and Shaw quickly sit in the truck. They go after Brixton's helicopter and try throwing the truck's chain on it. It gets stuck on the helicopter's rotor. Brixton's goons also follow their truck, but they end up falling prey to all the traps. The helicopter catches fire and crashes into the mountain, falling down. Hobbes and Shaw also fall down with their truck. Hobbes and Shaw get out of the water and fight Brixton, but Brixton overpowers both of them and beats them up badly. As soon as the virus is removed from Hattie's body, she attacks Brixton's goon and kills him. Hobbes and Shaw make a plan. One will take a punch so that the other gets time to punch Brixton. By doing so, they beat Brixton a lot and succeed in defeating him. Upon losing, the director kills Brixton. Then the director talks to Hobbes and Shaw and tries to convince them, but they refuse and tell him that they will find him no matter what, and the movie ends here.